Today, what I'm going to show you is how I got these free to backlinks from sites with millions of traffic. Some of the biggest brands in the world, for example, we got some backlinks from New York Post, Daily Express, Daily Mail, etc. These are all just from like 2 days ago, 1 day ago. So they all sort of happened over the span of 48 hours. This is a link from the New York Post. So you can see there's a legendary Julian Goldie mentioned here with a cheeky quote. I'm going to show you how I built all of these backlinks today. I'll get into that. I'm going to break it down into a step-by-step actionable process. Now, additionally, when we look at the backlinks, for example, this backlink from New York Post, as you can see here, for example, we'll check the href, the code, and the backlink is a do follow backlink. So these links are from sites that are super high domain authority, super high domain rating, and getting millions of traffic. So let me show you and break down exactly how this works step by step. So the first place to start is basically ideation. In terms of stage one, what you're essentially doing is you're trying to get into great publications by giving journalists stories that will be of interest to them, right? So for example, this story is about billionaire names and the most popular ones. This particular story appeals to a lot of people. It's interesting news. It would appeal to the whole population. It's something that journalists could publish. When you're doing this, you have to think, okay, what are you an authority on and a topic on that journalists at big publications also write about? So, for example, if you look at the mention of me here, calls me an SEO expert. Basically, because I have a personal brand with a lot of expertise, a lot of authority in the SEO space, I can position myself as an SEO expert. And then when I reach out to journalists, I can tie that in with whatever research that I'm pitching. And then from there, you want to research topics to see what's been published in the last 12 months. Now, you can use Google News, or you can use Muckrack for this research. So we can just go into Google News. We can type in, for example, SEO expert, and we'll just see, okay, what's popping off? What are people interested in? What's appealing over the world, right? So now from there, you want to look at government data. Government data is some of the best sources for data because that's what journalists are going to trust. And then all we do is we look for trending topics in the same niche as us that we're an authority on, and then we use that to create the research that we can reach out to journalists with. And if you combine all of the above information, you understand, okay, these are the type of ideas that will do well. We're going to add a fresh angle. We're going to create some new and interesting data around that. And then we're going to make the idea relevant to a current societal event. Now let's move on to the process of production. So at this point, you want to gather data, analyze it, and then find interesting stories within it. And you're going to write an interesting press release. In terms of gathering the data and analyzing it, where can you find that? ons.gov.uk. Now, it gives you a lot of data. It's based on a ridiculous amount of records, some data on employment rates, inflation, GDP, UK population. If you want to find a specific type of data in whatever industry you're in, we can type that into ONS, like you see right here, and we can get all the latest data and information. And then you want to write the press release based on the data and the story that you create. If you want an idea of, okay, what does a press release look like? You can actually just Google it if you want to find information on that. Otherwise, you can actually go into ChatGPT and just ask for some templates for press releases. But basically, you do want that press release to be formatted nicely and in the way that journalists want it. So the next step is outreach. So you want to find journalists that are writing about these topics regularly, and then just outreach with a short pitch and the press release. So the short pitch is just going to be an email, kind of like Harrow or those sort of pitches. And then the press release itself, I've already shown you how to do that. Now, when it comes to figuring out, okay, which journalist should you contact, one of the best ways to do this, you can just say research on Google News. You can collect that data of who's the journalist for each article. So for example, if we go into this article in the New York Post, you've got some information about the journalist, you've got their email address right there to contact them. And you can figure out, okay, what content do they create? How should I contact them? What would they be interested in? And then how can I craft a pitch around what they'd be interested in so that I can get backlinks from them too? Now we're on to the final stage, which is reporting. Now, every single day, if we're doing this for clients, we're looking for new placements and links using a combination of Ahrefs, Muckrack, and Google, right? So for example, if I want to find recent press releases of me, we can just go into Google and you can just find recent mention for free. Now, the other bonus here is that you're probably going to get a ton of syndicated links too. So for example, when a big publisher like this publishes an article, quite often there's all these other websites that syndicate the same content and publish it to their site too, which means you don't just get the backlink from, say, New York Post, but you also get the backlink from all the other sites too. Now, if you're wondering, okay, how do you implement this on ChatGPT? So what you can actually do is you can, for example, like take the ideation process, We can say to ChatGPT, come up with some trending stories for PR based on, and you just insert some information about you. Give me 5 nicely formatted ideas based on this, right? And now it's giving us a bunch of angles, stories, supporting data that we could actually get. Here's the angle, here's the data you're going to use, here's why it's relevant, etc. Not all of these are going to be perfect, so you're going to play the numbers game, and that's why you want at least 5 trending topics. That's basically the whole step-by-step process. Now, if you want access to all the examples of the backlinks that we've built, the ideation process, the step-by-step SOP for doing this yourself, I'll plug that into my free SEO course. Links in the comments and description. We'll call this PR link building, as you can see right there. And if you go into the free SEO course, log in, go to SEO link building, and then go to the PR link building section, you can get access to all the notes right here. So thanks so much for watching. If you want to get a free one-to-one SEO strategy session, we're actually offering PR as a service. So if you're interested in us doing PR for you, feel free to book in a free SEO strategy session. Link is in the comments and description. We've actually got some special offers on right now so that you can save some money doing this. And if you want to learn how we take websites from 0 to 145,000 visitors a month, generate thousands of dollars in sales on autopilot, feel free to book in. This free link building acceleration session will grow your business because you'll get a free SEO domination plan that's custom tailored to you. You'll discover the secrets of link building. We'll answer any questions you have one-to-one. You'll learn the best link building strategy for your website, how to quickly outrank your competitors in link building, how to 10x your SEO traffic based on what's working for us. Appreciate you watching. See you on the next one. Bye-bye.